channel, we're starting a brand new front-end series. First, I'd like us to understand the logic behind the main structure. In this video, we'll go over the basic HTML and CSS concepts using a personal card example. In the upcoming video series, we'll study HTML and CSS separately in more detail. We'll start by creating the index.html file. By typing HTML:5, we generate the basic HTML skeleton boilerplate. This works in code editors like VS Code that support Emmet. Let's update the default title tag. This is the text that appears on the browser tab. When you right-click and select Show Preview, you can see the changes you made directly in the browser. For this, you need to install an extension in VS Code. The extension is included in my shorts. Let's do a quick test to see if the page is working properly. In order, we add A for the box, and for the profile photo, and for the heading, A for the text in the middle, and N for the link inside the YouTube channel box. Let's move on to filling in the content. First, we'll style the H1 and P tags. Let's move on to filling in the content. First, we'll style the H1 and P tags. Let's also add an image link here. You can find these links in the blog post linked in the description. Let's also add an image link here. You can find these links in the blog post linked in the description. If we want the YouTube link to open in a new browser tab, we can add target equals _blank. I'll go into more detail about this in future videos. Let's start with styling. You can add a style tag inside the head to write your CSS there, but in this video, we'll use inline CSS instead. Inside the body tag, we add background color and font family. To center everything, we directly apply text align :center. Let's also add some padding to make the layout look more neat and organized. When we give the image a border radius of 50%, it becomes perfectly round. That's why we add it. To keep the personal card at a reasonable size, we add a specific height. And to make the image stand out more, we add a border. To create the card's borders, we add CSS to the div that wraps the image, text, and link. First, we separate it from the body using a soft background color. Then we tidy things up and center it by setting a width and using margin auto. We use backtick's box shadow to create a subtle shadow around the card. To soften the edges, we apply backtick border radius backtick. Finally, we use padding to give the content some breathing room and make the layout look complete. For now, I think it's enough to just give the H1 and P tags a color. Now we're turning the YouTube link into a button. We remove the underline, adjust its position using some margin and padding, then style the background and color to make it look more like a button. Finally, we soften the button's appearance with some backtick, border radius backtick.